Ever wonder if the AI you chat with might have a political opinion? What if your favorite language model secretly favors one country over another? Today, we're diving into a groundbreaking study that reveals how big tech's AI tools can pick sides, sometimes without us even realizing it. So what's a large language model, or LLM? Think of them as super smart computers that learn from billions of texts to answer questions, write essays, or even debate history. But here's the twist. Researchers just discovered these AI systems can develop geopolitical biases, like favoring one nation's perspective over another. The study focused on four major powers: the USA, UK, USSR, and China. They fed these AI models historical events and asked them to choose between two conflicting viewpoints, like Position 1, USA's perspective versus Position 2, USSR's perspective. The results. Some models had clear favorites. For example, GPT-4O-MINI picked the USA's side 76% of the time when comparing it to the USSR. GigaChat Max. It leaned toward the USA too, with 64% support. But here's the kicker. When researchers told the AI to be unbiased, the effect was minimal. GPT-4O-MINI still favored the USA, and Qwen 2.572b only slightly reduced its China bias. Even more surprising, when the AI was told to act like a Chinese patriot, it dramatically shifted its stance, favoring China in almost every comparison. So why does this happen? The study suggests it's partly because AI models absorb biases from the data they're trained on. In this case, Wikipedia, a common source for historical facts, might skew toward official narratives like Western perspectives on events such as the Korean War. The researchers also found that simply naming countries in prompts could either amplify biases or make AI more cautious. For instance, one model started choosing "both positions are wrong" when country names were swapped. Now, this isn't just about AI being biased, it's about real-world consequences. If these models shape how students learn history or how policymakers analyze global conflicts, we could end up with a distorted view of the world. The good news. Researchers are shining a light on this issue. But the bad news. Fixing it isn't easy. As AI becomes more powerful, we need to demand transparency and fairness. Next time you chat with an AI, remember, it might not just be smart, it might be picking sides. Thanks for watching. If you want to dive deeper into this research, check the links in the description. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, because understanding AI's biases is a step toward a more informed world. Stay curious. But here's another layer. The way we ask AI questions matters. A study tested models like GPT-4O-MINI, Qwen 2.572b, and Llama on historical and geopolitical scenarios. They measured two outcomes, both incorrect when the model got it wrong and both equal when it gave a balanced, neutral answer. The results? Wildly different outcomes depending on the model and the setup. Take GPT-4O-MINI. In some cases it nailed it, like 100% both equal when comparing the UK and China. But in others, it crashed hard. When the question involved the USSR and the US, it got 63.6% of answers wrong. That's a huge swing. Meanwhile, Qwen 2.572b stayed steady, leaning toward neutrality. But Llama, it was all over the map, sometimes perfect, sometimes completely off. Here's the twist. When the researchers added a Debian prompt, a special instruction to make models more neutral, the results changed dramatically. GPT-4O-MINI went from 7.1% accuracy to 92.9% in one test. Qwen stayed around 50%, and Llama, it still flipped between 0% and 100%. So some models adapt to prompts while others, not so much. And then there's context. When the USSR was substituted for the US in a question, GPT-4O-MINI's accuracy dropped from 92.9% to 7.1%. But Qwen barely blinked. This shows some models are super sensitive to wording, while others are more resilient. It's like a weather vane versus a rock. So what does this mean for you? It means AI isn't just about the tech. It's about how we train it and how we ask it questions. A single prompt can turn a struggling model into a star, or a confident one into a mess. And when it comes to sensitive topics, bias isn't just in the data, it's in the way we frame the questions. Next time you see an AI answer a tricky question, remember, it's not just about the model. It's about the context, the language, and the prompts we give it. Thanks for watching. Drop your thoughts below. Which model do you think has the most common sense? Until next time, stay curious, stay informed, and keep questioning the world around you. Because in the age of AI, understanding the tools we use is more important than ever. See you next time.